channel, friends. It's Stacy at JunkyCatJunction, and thank you for joining me today. Today I have a happy mail, and the happy mail is from Meredith at Pop Vintage and Home. This is her YouTube channel. If you are not subscribed to Meredith, I highly recommend going and checking out her channel. She brings the most amazing hauls from the estate sales in her area. She lives in Vermont, and they just must have the best stuff there. So go check her out, and definitely subscribe, because she is awesome. She brings, like I said, great hauls, but also great creativity with the things that she sources. So she has, creative videos as well. So definitely go check her out, and we will get started on this happy mail. But first, I would like to thank everyone who has recently subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. So if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for your time. And let's get started. So, obviously, this piece of fabric here is stunning. Love it. Love these colors. This is the type of thing that you would see on Meredith's channel. These are the things that she likes to source. Mid-mod, 60s, lots of kitschy vintage items. And she just, like I said, she finds the best things. Oh, one thing I do want to point out. In honor of Meredith, I'm wearing Halloween jammies still, but if you know me, you know. But anyway, in honor of Meredith and this happy mail, I'm wearing these particular jammies because of the peanuts. She loves peanuts, and I don't blame her. They are so cute. So anyway, my choice of attire was planned and on purpose for Meredith. Anyway, this piece of fabric is lovely, and it looks like it might have been a curtain at one time, because this looks like a rod pocket. So very cool. Love this, Meredith. Thank you for that. And I have already opened the package and sort of organized things just to make it easier on myself. But then there's this fabric, which is absolutely gorgeous. It reminds me of the the fabric that they would use on chaise lounges and outdoor furniture in the 60s. So I just think this is beautiful. It's got a sheen to it. I don't know if you can see that. So I don't even know what this is made out of. I assume it's some sort of polyester, and it could be a polyester cotton blend, but it is gorgeous. So I can't wait to use that. Who am I kidding? I cannot wait to hoard this for as long as it takes for me to not hoard it anymore. And then there's this piece of fabric, which is also gorgeous. This is very mid-mod. I love the color palette. The brown and blue and the gold. Hopefully that translates on camera, but I just love this. Just think it's so cool. Hopefully actually this would make a great spine for like a little golden book journal. I have one in mind that I think this would work really great for. Excuse me. Then we have some little dimensional stickers, and they're like a little Christmas motif. Let's see. They do not want to come out of the package. That's fine. But you can, let's see if I can remove the glare. There's little ornaments and stars and a wreath. So just really cute. Those will make good addition. Ooh, there's a bell in there too. Awesome. Make great additions to ephemera. Then we have a couple of really gorgeous napkins. First, there's this rose napkin. And it is beautiful. You can tell it's very vintage. And it's got two sides with the image. And then the other two sides are plain. But the other, the plain napkin pieces can be used as well in decoupage. So that's good. And then this gorgeous Christmas napkin, which I just love because well, Not just because, but definitely one of the reasons is because of the bells. That's my last name, so I try to, you know, get Christmas things with bells on it whenever I can, especially vintage things. So that's a gorgeous napkin. And then we have a bunch of paper products. And I will just sort of scooch those over. We have a vintage recipe card. That's super cute. Love that. And we have some contract bridge score sheets, a little more modern and vintage. Love these. And then another recipe card. One of these. Love that. This looks like, 1980. I'm an 80s girl. I mean, I was a teenager in the 80s, but yeah, love the 80s. And then this pretty thank you card. Love that. Ooh, and this lovely fold-a-note. Love those. I don't find a lot of stationery in my area for whatever reason, so I'm always happy to pick it up, either, you know, in Happy Mail or when I find it in somebody's live sale or on Etsy or whatever. I'm always on the lookout for it. And look, this cute vintage birthday card with the little kitty cats. Oh, so cute. Love those. Ah, love those. That'll be going in my kitty cat journal. As will these. I mean, I get well wishes with kitty cats. I mean, I'm not even sick and I'm feeling better already. So cute. Love those, Meredith. And then these Funny Bones cards. This is a game from the 60s. I've never actually played it, but I love these cards because they're so sturdy. So they make great ephemera on their own, you know, to tuck in pockets or to use as tucks or whatever. And, but they're so sturdy, they're good to cover with other papers and, you know, make journal cards or whatever out of them. So those are always fun. Thank you. And then we have a Christmas carols book. And I just love these. This one is, ooh, I love this font on the back. This is from John Hancock Mutual Life Insurance Company from 1966. And I love that they're stapled so that you can take it apart and use these as, you know, folios in journals. Such a pretty cover, too. And then here's a lovely piece of pink holiday stationery. Again, love the bells at the top. And then, here's a coordinating paper and envelope set with the cute little yellow daisies. Love that. Again, I mean, just more stationery to hoard. And then some postcards. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel. This is Sunset Hill House in Sugar Hill, New Hampshire. New Hampshire? If you've seen What About Bob, you'll understand that reference. It's one of my favorite movies. This is another one from Sunset Hill House. And this is from the National Historical Wax Museum. Who knew there was a National Historical Wax Museum? I don't know. Maybe everyone did and I just didn't. I've never been to the Northeast. I've been to Boston, but I don't really count it because it was on business. And so I just stayed in the office most of the time. Although we did go to a Boston Red Sox game, which was fun. But there's so much more to see in Boston than the Red Sox. So I'm hoping to get back to be able to spend some time there and elsewhere in the Northeast. Those are like bucket list places for me. So I appreciate, you know, these little glimpses into the Northeast. This is from, well, this is the Southeast. This is Fort Lauderdale, Florida, which I would much rather be here than staring out my window with 8 inches of snow and, I don't know, 20 something degrees. This is I'm gonna set this up so I can look at that instead. Then she sent some edu cards. These are always fun for ephemera. Talking about the steamboat and the Great Wall of China. Those are cool. Thank you, Meredith. And then we have some groovy patterns. Love these. These have both, these have both got to be from the 70s. Let's see about this one. Yep, 1973. She's very groovy in her green, not houndstooth. I can't think what this fabric is called. But anyway, very groovy ladies here. And so are these. Very groovy. Love those. And then we have some office type paper. And this is probably some sort of accounting paper. But here at the bottom are instructions for the typist. And it says, typist, please note this scale corresponds to typewriter pica scale. Start all typing at same point on scale. Fold back or remove stub after typing. It's just such a cool throwback. You know, kids today wouldn't have a clue what that meant. So always fun to have, you know, vintage paper like that. And then there are these two pages that look like they came out of a party, or like a party planning book. So we've got pandemonium here, and we have chair. I don't know how to pronounce that word. If somebody knows how to pronounce that, just drop it in the comments phonetically so I can figure it out. But this is cool. It looks like it's from a book called Party Capers, Fun for Everyone, and it's copyright March of 1943. So definitely the folks in these pictures definitely look like they're from 1943. So we'll have to read about how to play these games. And then we have some vintage word scramble paper. These are very cool. The little images at the top, love those. And then some, physician's daily log paper. Love this. I think when she showed this, she showed this in a haul, and or maybe that was Carrie the Paper Monkey. Well, anyway, physician's daily log. I work adjacent to healthcare, so I'm always like, oh no, is there, is this a HIPAA violation from Tuesday, March 29th of whatever year this was from? But yeah, just silly. But it looks like these are kind of accounting pages from a physician, most likely. Oh, somebody got an EKG for $15. That would be unheard of today. So yeah, those are really cool. And I love that the grid and the graphics are green, because I think these will lend themselves well to Christmas journals. Embellish them a little bit and get some Christmas cheer on there. Maybe even with these napkins. So that's the paper. And then there are a couple of books that she sent. And the first one is this Christmas fun coloring book. And look at how cute this cover is. 29 cents. Let's see if there is a date on it. There might be a date on the inside. 1966. Oh my gosh, look at this inside cover. How cute is that? Look at this little girl with the pigtails. So adorable. Oh, and this little boy drawing a cat. How cute. So Christmas fun coloring book with all of the Christmas images. Aw, little rattle, baby rattle with a cat on it. So cute. Oh, and then it starts the night before Christmas. So each of the images is part of the night before Christmas story. Aw, this is so cute. I love it. I love it. And it's pristine. I have not found one colored on page yet. Aw, Santa packing his bag. It's almost time, Santa. Hope you're almost ready. Oh, wow. this is just great. I you know, I like to think the things that I either acquire on my own or are sent through Happy Mail or however I come by things, I always hope that I can actually use them in my junk journaling. But things like this, where, I mean, there's some damage to the cover, but it's nothing, you know, egregious. And so this could totally be turned into a junk journal cover on its own, but it is so precious just the way it is that I don't think I'm going to be able to take it apart or cut into it. It's just going to become part of my Christmas decor. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that, and I'm not sad about it. Maybe I can copy the front of this and turn it into a digital. That might be the way to go, because look at it open together. Oh, so cute. I love this, Meredith. Thank you. And then this is the last thing, but this is, you know, I can't really say I saved the best for last because it's all the best, but this Ideals magazine is spectacular. I just love it. And I think I have several Ideals magazines from various, you know, time periods, but I think this might be the earliest one that I have. And this one is from 1950. So this is jam-packed full of great imagery and all the poems. And I mean, look at these pink pages. I've got in my mind an idea to do a pink Christmas journal at some point. It won't happen this year. This year is pretty much a wash, but that's okay. We have next year. And just all the beautiful religious imagery as well. I love all of that. Jesus. And that's one thing I like about Ideals is you have a mix of the religious imagery and the religious poetry and stories and things like that. But then you have, you know, your standard, you know, Christmas spirit, Christmas cheer type things too, like with Santa and toys and, you know, Christmas gifts and family and and all of that. I really love this image. It reminds me of a couple of years ago, sitting around the piano at one of our granddaughter's birthdays, and her grandma playing the piano, and us all sitting around and singing Christmas carols and Christmas songs and hymns and things like that. And Silent Night is my favorite. So this is, oh, I just noticed this little cat down here. So this is very nostalgic for me, and I just love that. So yeah, this is the Ideals. Again, Christmas back in the 80s, and they aren't talking about the 1980s, people. They're talking about the 1880s. But you know what? It probably wasn't that different. Although I doubt anyone in the 1880s got a pair of parachute pants like I did in the 80s. And that was my, like, the pinnacle of my Christmas was getting the parachute pants. Oh, a simpler time. Oh, that's pretty. Church, love that. So yeah, this is the Happy Mail from Meredith at Pop Vintage and Home. Meredith, thank you so much. You spoiled me. I have read the letter that you sent. Thank you so much for that. It was just so lovely, such a lovely letter, and I will respond in kind. I've been collecting things for you as well, so at some point in the not too distant future, you'll be finding a package on your doorstep as well. And yeah, I really appreciate everything you sent. I just love it all. You knocked it out of the park. And yeah, and thanks for everyone for watching. Please like, please subscribe. Let me know what, oh my gosh, that is so cute. That's really adorable Santa picture. Let me know what your favorite things were in this happy mail, and definitely go check out Meridith's channel. Again, Pop Vintage and Home. I will link her below. And yeah, thanks for stopping by. Again, I appreciate your time. Thank you to my new subscribers. I've gotten a few recently. And so yeah, I will see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.